We're
I was
going.
kind of, I was excited for random, but Ike is even more exciting.
I am pretty excited to see some Ike gameplay, especially with the changes.
Yeah, I'm not too well versed on this matchup. I do think that Ike might slightly lose, just because he's a bit slower than the other shorties, and because of the Belmont range.
No,
No, never mind.
no. Ike has fair off stage. Oh, that was almost death.
That, yeah, after that interaction.
And then up B.
And Ike does have
one
up
should-
B.
I don't feel like Dorix pressured the ledge as well as he could have right there.
No.
It's been like a really long time since I fought Dorix, so I'm trying to remember Dorix's little nuances and how he plays Belmont.
I haven't even seen Dorix play in a long time.
But if I recall, and based on what we saw in that first exchange, I think Dorix's biggest thing is that, like, sometimes he has some trouble ledge trapping. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Sassy's fishing for that up B kill.
I think Dorix is not in percent mid-stage, but definitely at the end of the stage. Ooh. Sassy being able to up-eat that platform was really big. He almost took a big hit.
And there goes the forward tilt. We'll take that stock.
That was a really good read on the wall, just waiting there, knowing that at high percent, players are more likely to roll. Yeah, you see that, Dorix kind of only covered jump there. Didn't
his ledge trapping wasn't the best of that right there.
And, Belmont ledge trapping, like, you might just say, oh, it's so easy, you just kind of throw holy water at ledge. I mean, it gets the job done, and you have to, like, you time your axes to condition your opponent. There's a few other things going on.
Ooh, Waddle.
He's interesting up smash. Yeah, see, holy water on ledge, condition the shield. Good stuff, good stuff. Disadvantage that Ike usually has in a lot of these matchups is that Ike swings pretty slow, but Belmont doesn't swing particularly fast either. Not that bad. Not that bad.
Oh, that was good holy water. It's a shame he couldn't really get anything off of it.
Dorix really needs to figure out these punishes. Missing a lot of them. And that's like a really big thing in Ultimate, learning to punish things, because a lot of things are just really not punishable. And so what you do off those is you kind of just wait, see what your opponent does next. Or you learn like the frame data well enough to know what options will cover what. Like especially early on in the meta, a lot of the meta was like, oh, I'm just going to spot dodge and get my free kill, because you don't know how to punish things.
Learning how to punish is definitely very important, and combining Wi-Fi into this makes it a little bit harder.
Such good coverage by Sassy. Reading the downers and knowing that Dorix are just not downing, so covering the normal landing with the
I also feel like Dorix is struggling to get a bit of those important hits off in this matchup right now. He's throwing aerials and it's not really doing much.
Dorix almost went for like the sickest down air I think I've ever seen. Dorix is doing a pretty good job at camping on the platforms here, which I think is a pretty good game plan against Ike, because Ike can't grab you while there and you can just kind of shield nose for recover. Yeah, Ike's just dead. Something I will say about Sassy as a player is that Sassy is not afraid to go for greedy options if it will just get him the win, like that fair off stage. A bit greedy, or put you on ledge against Belmont.
Sassy's just looking for that kill right now.
Yeah, Sassy kind of has a good read on Dorix right now. Probably gonna read a roll here. Does not need to roll.
Oh.
I think for uppy. Kill.
Dash attack will take that, yep.
Your skills were remarkable.
I feel like Dorix just didn't take advantage well enough when Sassy was at ledge.
Yep.
And you know, a lot of Ike's just like not going to edge because edge is just pretty bad for Ike. And Sassy was kind of doing that. They weren't doing as much as like Ike mains though, you know.
Now, will Sassy change character? That's a really good question.
I don't know. I don't know what Sassy's game plan for today is. Maybe they're
Yeah,
playing
they'll
all
just
different
go in
characters.
different characters pretty much each match.
Maybe they'll just play what works. I definitely don't blame Sassy for not playing random into Belmont. As I said before, random into Belmont is pretty tricky.
It is just a really big 50-50 if you play random in the Belmonts. Oh, sticking with the Ike. And still on PS2, I believe.
Yeah, they didn't change.
3, 2, 1, go!
We're getting to it. Let's see how this goes. Dorix letting Sassy approach. Oh my god, that read on the air bad. Dorix seems to be playing a lot more confidently. They have a lot of damage. I like that ledge. Ooh, had the read. Bad timing, bad timing.
And Dorix is definitely playing a lot better this first stock than he was the last game. A lot more confident, it seems.
That being said, Sassy looking for one read here to get this stock. Both players are playing a bit more defensively now, I feel. Ooh, that...
Well, up air not taken. That was really good, yeah.
Yeah. Will that kill? No, you see, I don't know
not.
the percent yet. On the, did he just try to do reverse neutral B? Hello, Sappy? Ooh. Poor option, didn't have a jump.
Recovery game.
Yeah, Dorix just didn't realize he didn't have a jump. Dorix such a hard read on the up smash. I feel like could have covered that a bit differently, but if he got it, that would have been sick.
Dorix really needs to get this kill in.
That was the perfect side read. Did you see that?
That was really good.
Like, between everything.
Now, has SassyFlygon played Ike before?
I mean, obviously SassyFlygon probably played everyone a bit because they had like a pretty decent random. And SassyFlygon is, from what I can tell, an online fiend. Oh my!
Oh, that roll saved Dorix there.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, I love like these little projectile matches. A lot of like really interesting things can happen like that.
Oh,
that
the
covered
jump.
Yep.
That was nice. That was
And roll. That was good.
insane.
Making it look like Ike smash 4-up smash. Sassy has a pretty good lead right now. They can just kind of stand back. Oh, that roll read.
Really good roll read.
Oh, the SD. Very greedy option. You wanted to finish the set. He really thought that would connect.
Hopefully, maybe Dorix can bring it back.
I think Dorix can. I think Sassy's playing a bit nervous. They're just trying to get the kill at this point. But Dorix is only at 80%. He needs a few more neutral wins. And besides Nair and stuff, I can actually have a lot of trouble killing. They kind of need a read if they don't get the Nair shenanigans. Oh yeah, there's also uppy. I forgot new like.
That killed.
You get no sympathy.
I think Dorix is trying to run away there, so they just DI'd out.
Oh, Jay